Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of Peer as a Mentor by Fork&Flow. This is a podcast where we bring student mentors, inspiring individuals to share their experience, lessons, insights that can help fellow students navigate their academic and professional journey. I'm your host, Vaibhav Rawat, and today we are excited to have Sagar with us. Sagar is a software engineer who has gained valuable experience throughout his journey, from college to corporate. So, if you are preparing for placement or simply looking for guidance and inspiration, this conversation has something for you. So, without further ado, let's welcome Sagar to the third episode of Peer as a Mentor. Hi, Sagar. How are you?
I'm good. How about you, Eva?
I'm doing fantastic. So, how was your day?
It was as usual.
Okay, so the my first question is, can you tell us about your journey into becoming a software engineer? How you got your first opportunity and the biggest challenges you have faced till now?
Uh, if you if I say about my first company, it was off campus. During my college time only. I used to like do coding, creating some small projects and all. And in that time, we don't had any AI also. So basically, just learning from documentations and YouTube videos. Then I found one friend on LinkedIn. He was working in one company, in my first company. He helped me to get my first internship over there in Nagpur. The company was Inverse AI. So I went there. It was like Gen AI role. I basically they took my interview. It was easy, like so few basic questions and few questions from AI. And basically, I did my BTech in AI, so it was easy for me to crack that interview. And I did my internship there like for 6 months, but it was all research part. And I basically don't like to do only research. I basically like to build something. Uh, that thing was there. So after that, I didn't join them as a full time. I did some courses. If you know, there's a institute named Masai School in Bangalore. So I did their course. Then I got interviewed at Inspiron Labs. I continued my journey over there. Before Inverse, yeah, also like before doing that internship, I used to work in one company called as Trix Technocart, but it was not a full time. It was a part time. Uh, I re- there was one event happening in Nagpur, Google Cloud Community Day. There I met that guy called Chandrakant. He was the founder of Astrix Technocart. So when I talked with him, I told him like I like to do coding and all, creating websites, writing backend APIs. So he offered me part-time role there. So after finishing my college, remotely I used to help him to work with his clients and all. Okay. That was my journey so far.
Okay, so my next question is it is also my personal question, which I want to ask you. Like, of course, I am the final year student. So, I want to ask this question to someone who is already doing job. So, the question is how different was the transition from campus life to corporate life? And what surprised you the most after entering the industry?
Uh, Basically, uh, corporate is more easy compared to your campus. You do a lot of hard work in your campus, like writing all those assignments and giving those exams, preparing like entire syllabus in a whole day. That's what we engineers do. So it's kind of similar here also. Whenever you get any tasks assigned, so it will be completely new for you
Mm,
because if it's a repeated task, why would they assign to you as a developer? So it will be like your job to figure it out how you will learn that new skill and do like you do in college.
mm,
So if you are a, you can say like a kind of a regular student who learn new things every day in college, you won't feel any difficulties in corporate. And time is more flexible in corporate. You can say like in if you're in a daytime you are feeling any dizzy, you can take rest, work at the night time. But in college, like attendance is mandatory. If you are doing like I know many of the students they don't go college. For them, corporate where because here they can't skip, otherwise they will lose their salary and job.
Okay. So the my next question is related to a buzzword. Like we all know, artificial intelligence AI. So I just to know like how exactly is corporate using the AI? Like you are working in a industry, so how exactly that industry, that corporate or that company is using the AI in their execution or in their tasks?
Well, we can say we are using AI everywhere, from writing code to review code, even like before going to client meetings, we are creating some questions and all using AI, you can say.
Hmm.
So AI is basically getting used everywhere. And nowadays, like lots of people say, people who are using lots of AI, they might lose their job in future. So it's true and false both. If you are not learning new things and relying totally on AI, then it might become difficult for you to survive. But if you are learning new things as well while using AI, then it will be easy. And you can say like that's this is what I predict. And after a half of decade, uh, nobody will write codes manually. Nowadays, so we are using Cloud Code Codex to write entire code. The job which left for us right now to just review the code as a developer, what he have right like within the 10 minutes you will get the code, but you can't push that entire code directly to production. You need to do manual checkups, and believe me or not, 90% of times you will see the bugs in that code. Okay, because that AI don't know the your entire business logic yet, and his context window is also small. So you have to review properly. But after a half of decade now, I think AI will be smart enough
Hmm.
to write that quality code that humans can write now. So the job which will be left for us will be like taking that code, deploy on server, and having some client conversations like what exactly client wants, and just deal with that part. So if you are like a fresher who are starting your journey now, what I will suggest you focus more on DevOps part, learn ML ops also because nowadays API is cheaper. But if you check news and all, if you are like well aware, you will know Claude is like giving you 50% lesser bills compared to what they are like actually burning on their servers because of investors and all. But in future, API will cost a lot. At that time, you might be hosting your own LLMs on your server. So you should be having some knowledge of like how you deploy AI models on cloud side.
So, like you have said about the what things a beginner must know. So, my next question is related to that. Like, what advice would you give to the students who are currently seeking jobs or internship, and how can they stand out during placement and interviews?
Uh, it's to stand out now.
Mhm.
It's all about the projects, what kind of projects you have built. Because we all know, like you guys are not writing code at all. You are just
Mhm.
doing wipe code. So even using AI, you are not willing to invest some time to just wipe code and create projects, then it might be like we won't like see you as a like a highlighted candidate among like nowadays lakhs of students are passing out every year. And I don't think so that many jobs we have to offer. So just to get highlight, create projects and don't just stay silent after creating project.
Mm.
Try to publish it for people and do some advertisement and all. I'm not telling you to like do Google ads and all. Just on social media platforms, create posts, go some events, talk about your project, what exactly you have created, showcase it. So you'll get literally you will get highlighted.
Yes, it's mean like there should be you should be publicly aware, like you should represent yourself in the public.
Mhm.
Okay, so my next question is a bit interesting. Like, if you were starting again as a student and looking for employment, so what mistakes you would avoid, and how can freshers sustain and grow in a corporate world?
Mistake you say. When I started at beginning, somebody told me if you know Java programming language, you can basically do anything. So it's a myth. It's not like that. Just knowing one programming language is not enough. And at beginning, I made that mistake. Instead of exploring all the different areas, I was like stuck on just that Java and Spring Boot and creating some basic APIs and all. But you should explore all the areas because now you have AI. So if I start now with that Claude and ChatGPT, I will basically won't stuck on one tech stack. I will be working on each and every stack over there. Like I will explore backend, front end, DevOps part, AI also, everything.
Okay, so like, do you feel कि there are some skills which like students completely neglect and feel like these skills are not as important, and when they enter in the corporate world, they are like guilty about that?
Uh, there are two types of students. One who try to get placement from campus, one who try to get placement off campus. So basically, if you are targeting on campus, you should do that aptitude very well because it's your first step for getting like rejected or selected. And if you are targeting off campus, I don't suggest you to do any aptitudes and all because whenever I went for interview, nobody asked me a single aptitude question off campus. I like all my jobs I got off campus only. I never went for on campus placement because I there was placements like good companies came for campus in my college, but I was not eligible. The mistake I made on my 10th standard that I was not that focused on studies, so my score was only 58. Even though in my diploma I made 87, but it was useless. Nobody was caring about that. Even though in my degree I have 7.78 CGPA, it's a good score.
Yes.
But because of that 10th score, I was not eligible for on-campus placement. And I was not aware about that in off campus. Usually company don't ask that aptitude. And I was literally wasting my time on like preparing for aptitude as well. Instead, I would had like invest that time on DSA. That time, yeah.
Okay, and like how important is DSA for students?
It's very, very important. Like if you are targeting any big company, product based, or maybe if you take about Google, Red Hat, Microsoft, those kind of company, usually they see your DSA knowledge. They will ask you to write DSA question. Even though like when I went to startups, usually startup don't consider your DSA knowledge. They are more focused on like how much you know about coding and creating products directly. Because in startup, it's not possible for them to provide you training and all. They will expect you to start your work from day one itself. But still, there at least one or two questions they will ask.
Okay.
So and also don't rely on AI while doing DSA. Uh,
Okay.
or like you by doing yourself it will be better. Don't even watch YouTube videos for yourself.
Okay. So like you are a software engineer. So how is your day as a software engineer goes, and like how you manage your work life balance?
There is no thing like a work-life balance in corporate, by
Oh,
the way. See,
okay.
if you are choosing as a this path as a software engineer, you this it should be your passion. Uh, I can tell you about one of my colleague.
Okay.
Okay, he's facing one issue with him. He joined this path because of money.
Hmm.
Had no interest at all. He's actually genius. Even if I assign any task to him, he is able to do that. But he always feels like depressed because he's not getting enough sleep. And every day he's like putting all his time on screen. So he don't like these things. So if you really want a work-life balance, go for management. Those folks don't work on Saturday, Sunday. But if you are choosing this path, believe me or not, 24 hours are not enough for you because things are going very fast. Every day, new things are coming, and you should be well aware of all the tech stacks which are coming newly, and you should be learning always.
Yes. It's mean like it passion really plays a important role here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so last, like at Fork and Flow, we strongly believe that every mentor was once a mentee. So, as a peer mentor yourself, we are sure that you have been people who have guided you and inspired you along your journey. Could you share a little about your mentors and how they helped shape your personal and professional growth?
Yeah, like uh, in internship, there was one VP of mine. His name is Himanshu. He was such a nice guy. He always used to help me whenever I get stuck. So, as we know, there are always two stories. There was one more mentor. He was my senior. He was my senior in college as well and internship as well. He was Pranay. So, he had some anger issues. If you don't do work correctly, he will literally shout. So, I used to cry literally because of whenever he shouts. Like he assigned some tasks, I'm not able to do that. It's difficult for me. So, but whenever he shouts, it comes to my ego that now I have to anyhow I have to wait and prove myself. So because of that as well, like I learned a lot of things. So I will suggest whenever you get any mentor who gets angry on you,
Mm,
he literally thinks about you good way.
mm,
That's why he's getting angry. Otherwise, he can literally ignore you. There is like nothing he had to do about you if you are not doing things correctly. He's not going to lose anything that way. So just don't give up on those people. They are actually your, uh, you can say like good thinkers for you. Yeah.
yeah, that's our vision and mission also. Like a mentor really play a very important role in every my
Yeah.
life.
And also when I joined this my current company,
Mm,
basically at beginning, my team lead was younger than me.
okay.
He became a software engineer after 12th standard itself. So I'm like kind of chill guy. I don't care about who is younger than me and older than me. I think if somebody is having more knowledge, then I should consume it.
Mm,
So, but there I saw a lots of people who is older than me, but that younger person was their team lead. So they used to get, you can say, ego. How
mm.
the kid can like give some tasks to them and all. So don't ever let that come because it's not about age. We saw a lots of older people who are idiot, and in corporate you will see a lots of younger people who are actually genius. So you should take knowledge from everyone to be there.
Was that were really loving words that you have said. Like you have to just consume the knowledge. It doesn't matter whether it comes from a small person or a matured one.
Yeah.
Okay, so in conclusion, thank you so much, Sagar, for joining us and sharing your experience, insights, and advice. We are really grateful to have you as the guest or peer as a mentor. We wish you all the very best for your future journey and success ahead. And thank you to everyone who tuned in. Stay connected for more inspiring conversation in the upcoming episodes. See you in the next episode of Peer as a Mentor.
Yeah. Thank you, Ego. Thank you. Thank you, guys.